Hey everyone, welcome back to Shitcoin Daily. Today we're going to be talking about in the world of crypto news how the amount of Bitcoin being left on exchanges is going down. And we're also going to talk about our daily shitcoin, which is Donkey Finance, and what they're trying to do in the space of staking and farming in the crypto world. But if this is your first time here, please do us a huge favor, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, thumbs up, and let us know in the comments down below what shitcoin you want us to review next. But we're going to jump into the news right now.
So the 1.3 million Bitcoin left circulating on the crypto exchanges. In other words, Coinbase had the most amount of users holding up 50% of all the Bitcoins, and now they went down to 40% of all the Bitcoins. So what the current price of Bitcoin is times 1.3, I believe it came out to what, $60 billion,
It's
if that's correct.
when I did the math, it's 66.3 billion based on this morning's average price of around 51,000 per coin.
Okay, so that's pretty much, again, not the platform themselves, but the users on these platforms. We obviously, I don't know how much Coinbase themselves actually hold, but that means when people are when they're selling like this, that means people are holding. So that means it's gonna drive up the price even more, because just people are not selling as much.
Yeah, so this is bullish for Bitcoin because the more that people are not wanting to keep on exchange, meaning the more people are interested in holding. They're holding in private wallets instead of keeping on exchange. I know you've probably heard this a whole ton, but never keep your crypto on exchanges. That's pretty much what it is. These people are just putting their crypto in privately held wallets, which is bullish, meaning people are not ready to trade, which is most likely because they're holding for the long term.
And one of the most secure ways to hold Bitcoin, since we're talking about Bitcoin in the sense, is what's called a hardware wallet, which is a wallet that's directly on your hardware. So like you have your computer at your home, the wallet is then embedded into your hard drive and cannot be removed. That's it. It's just again another wallet. It's a hardware wallet. Just another place to store your Bitcoin, but it's a very safe method as long as you keep your antivirus. You're not, going to some sketchy sites to let people access to your computer. It's the most secure method of holding crypto.
Yeah. So in general, this article, I believe is good. It's stating a good positive outlook for Bitcoin heading into 2022. Um, but only time will tell. We'll see if we hold above that 51,000 as a support.
Yep.
So now let's get into the shitcoin for the day, Donkey Finance.
So Donkey Finance, guys, is a relatively new coin. They came out in quarter 3 of 2021, so they're about 3 months old. But if we look at the idea behind it, it's not very unique from others. I want to create a staking platform. Okay, we've heard that a couple times. The difference here is they're staking almost every coin that is currently stakeable. You know, if we launch their application, it'll show us. They staking WaveX, WMatic, USD, USDC, USDT, Time, WTFM. Now, the reason you're seeing super, super, super high APYs on these is because they are taking the most profitable staking method from their pool of users, and they're allowing you to copy their method to use that. Now, Akira had a good example earlier. Akira, you want to show that with the way that the stock market handles that?
Yeah. So for those of you not familiar with the Webull platform, if you go on Webull, there's like a social section that you can copy people's trades. And it's at the click of a button. As long as you have the funds available, you can just go in and copy their trade. This is pretty much that. You have the funds available. You go into this specific portfolio, and you copy their staking, and you should be able to get that same APY because it's going through the same process. And you normally get better yield on returns if you stake Donkey as well. So that's pretty much what it is. It's a platform for you to be able to see what other people are doing and they're being successful on, and each come with their own risk. But of course, that's for you to make. I think we all know that in the crypto world by now. But that's
Yeah.
pretty much what it is. It's a click and copy kind of deal. You're like, oh, I like this, good APY, good risk. I feel like I'm not too much in risk. Boom, copy, and Now you're in the same position that that person getting that APY is getting, but for you.
Yep. And as Akira mentioned before, if you stake with the Dawn token, they have 5 tiers of rewards and extra stuff that you can earn. Now, you're not going to be earning your extra. So say you're a tier 5 member, right? You get 100% extra APY. You're not going to be earning that APY in whatever token you are staking. You will be earning that in Dawn tokens. So whatever extra you get, that's going to be in Dawn tokens. Now, this is not 50,000 Dawn tokens either. This is $50,000 worth of Dawn tokens. Now, I'm sure if you hit tier 5 and the price suddenly tanks, you're at 48,000, I'm sure the team is going to be like, okay, we know you had the tier level, we'll keep you at that tier level. Or the system will see that you already had it, you haven't sold, we'll keep you at the level as long as you don't sell. Once you sell, of course, I'm sure it's a different story. But each one has different tiers, each APYs. You just put $100 and you just get access to the DApp. So you have to have at least $100 to get access to the DApp, which is where you would be going to the staking platform. And
Yeah.
they have a really good layout that they have planned to create. You can see here, like, these are how people are going through and investing. They'll show you the layout. It's not out yet publicly. They're working on it. It's going to be kind of like if you've ever seen Visio or Photoshop, where you can just click, drag, this is how I want it, make your line. It's going to work similar to that.
So, what I find very interesting about this token is that their token sniffer, for one, but something that eases, I guess, the pain off of this is their CerTick audit, which we'll get into in a second, but let's go over the token sniffer.
So, the token sniffer, something that we've always talked about on this channel is tax. We all hate it, for obvious reasons. Dawn does not have tax in or out. Because it's a staking token, that's where they get a portion of their money. Yes, you are staking yours, but they're also getting a small portion of it. But that's fine, because you're getting a large amount of increase for just having the token. But like we say before, there are similar contracts, yes. A lot of people copy that and manipulate it, but the contract ownership is not renounced, which, as we've said before, they need that in order to move along with the token, be able to manipulate it if there's a problem later. Like Akira mentioned before, the CerTech audit. When a CerTech audit is finished, the CerTech will release a report saying you have 2 major issues, some minor issues, and some medium issues. Now, if you renounced your contract, you would not be able to finish any of those issues, and you would stay with your current CerTech score. So if you scored like a 68, you would be at 68 for life. You wouldn't be able to fix anything and come up to like a 95, which is really good. I think CerTech was what, Akira, like at 90 something when they
It
passed their
was
audit?
a 94, and they do have, and what I think it's the reassuring thing is that, yeah, they did find issues, and that's normal within any CerTech audit. That's the point of the audit. But they have actually been fixing those issues, that they've actually been working on updating, and how Ninja said, if you didn't have ownership of the contract, you wouldn't be able to make those changes. So that's just an important aspect of it. And yeah, in today's day and age, not renouncing contract ownership, it's just pretty much an industry standard. I would say that's something that everyone is going to do. But this is why we go to Token Sniffer, to see other red flags that might appear. In this case, I don't think it's an issue. My only concern on this token is that they have a bridge as well. They're on Ethereum and they're on Binance. The Ethereum, the largest holder, has over 20% of the holdings, and on the Binance, they have over.
Binance has 20%, and I think Ethereum
okay.
was the one that had 24%.
Yeah.
But if
So
we look here at the
it's
Binance
hard.
holders, yes, we can see one wallet does have a significant higher percentage than even the contract address. The contract only
Yeah.
pulling 7.5%, while someone privately is holding almost 20.5% of the total circulating value on the Binance chain.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's because they have more money in that wallet than there is in liquidity. If they wanted to just, and I don't think they will, but if they wanted to just clear it all out, everyone's value would just be looking atrocious. Like he would
Yeah.
You mean
completely,
0?
yeah, it would be really bad. So this is my concern. That I like the token, I like the idea. I think it would do great, but my main concern is that's insane. That's ridiculous.
Well, my question is this: since the extra APY on the donkey with the $50,000, if you only need $100 to access the platform, right?
Yep.
Why don't you just put $100 on donkey to access the platform, and then you put all your real money in whatever coin you're staking, and then you go for the APY, the 30%, 40%. You don't really care about
So,
the token on
well,
this.
well, if you only put $100 in, you're not getting any extra APY.
Yeah.
For donkey though, the
Yeah.
APY isn't that for the donkey?
Yeah, the extra APY is paid out in Donkey.
Yeah, but why do I care for that if let's say the guy takes out all the liquidity. This coin goes to 0. I just only need $100 worth, and then I have access to the platform. Then I just put 10 grand into a 38% APY on another coin.
So the process is you have to buy your Dawn and stake your Dawn to another token, right? So if I
Okay,
buy $100 in Dawn, I'm only staking $100 to USDC.
understood.
But if I want to stake a large amount to USDC to see a larger rate, I want to get like 10 grand in, right? I would automatically be in tier 3 and get 50% extra Dawn.
Okay,
So pretty much you're in Dawn anyway.
so you need a 1-in-1, so one Dawn for one coin, more or less. But that doesn't make that isn't okay. What happened if a coin is like, a smaller value than a Dawn? Obviously one Dawn to one like SafeMoon, which is a quadrillion. You understand? Like
Yeah.
1-in-1, that doesn't seem, or is it by
Well,
dollar
let's look at
price?
the graph real quick, because Dawn was more than $1 beforehand. They
But
started at $4.50, which was more than USDC, because USDC is always at $1. But
yeah,
you're staking something higher for something lower, which is a very common practice in a lot of coins. You don't have
mm,
to have just a dollar to dollar or a coin to coin. They
I think
do
it's
it.
just value
Yeah, it's
based
just
off like value.
yeah, it's how much you're staking dollar value
okay,
to interest rates.
okay. So $5 is $5 to okay, because when you say one coin to one coin, then I would have been like, all right, that's not how it works. It shouldn't be how it works. But yeah, no, this graph looks, at least it's not a rug pull, just a bad coin.
Well, so the thing I want to point out on this graph is that down tick, where you see it started at $4.50 and it went all the way down. That was an initial listing, and I guess someone set like a sell price at a specific price, and it just didn't go, or maybe somebody won't even buy it. But that really isn't actual price action. The price action really starts at the bottom of that red graph, and if you want, just literally cut out that whole red dip, and that is your actual graph of Donkey right there. So it doesn't have a bad graph. I wouldn't call it a good graph either. I'd say it's just about average. Um, I like the idea. I'm just afraid of those wallets that hold more than they do in liquidity. And let's be clear, they will always hold more than what's available in liquidity until they start selling.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is that if you saw the graph, it came out at $4.50. That mean and no one bought. That means that for as of that I'm thinking, it's never gonna reach $4.50. That's the ultimate ceiling. It's not
Well,
gonna get to
no,
that because
I don't
again,
agree with that. Just because, again, it's just the beginning of a project.
I mean, we've gone over a majority of the things we needed to go over for Dawn. I mean, they got a really good Twitter following, like 30,000 users. If we look at the number of holders, 9,993, and we look at the Telegram chat, 900, almost everyone holding is inside the chat. So that's a very good key to me. Like they didn't purchase people, they didn't purchase fake accounts. It's a legit token with a legit project.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it. I mean, you're pretty much gonna have to come to that decision on your own. I might put some money. I haven't decided yet. It's gaining some popularity, but I don't know if it's enough for me to dump a good amount of money into it. But we shall see. Maybe I'll try the staking, see if I can actually get some returns on that.
I would
Um,
probably wait for a copycat comes out because it's a crypto market. Someone's gonna copycat something, so I'll probably wait until that comes out, or maybe something with a similar project that just had a better launch. But that's just me.
I'd probably invest in it. It has a lot of growth potential. They've already got an app out. They've already have a bridge out. They have a lot of things already checked off of the completion.
Yep, but anyways, that's the end of today's video. If this is your first time here, again, please do us a favor, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, thumbs up, and leave a comment down below for any other shitcoin you want us to review. That's it. We'll see everyone tomorrow.
All right, guys.
Peace.